And welcome back to the Xfinity Desk. Elamite and T2 getting ready to bring you the first match of the night. But before we go into the Luminosity versus Ronin eSports here, let's take a look at what these players are playing for here. And of course, that is going to be to make it to DreamHack or go to DreamHack Atlanta and compete for the $200,000 prize pool. And the first time that we are seeing Halo here at DreamHack.
Is it a rave too? Apparently it's a party.
Yeah, that's right. You haven't seen any of these yet. No, I've never been to a DreamHack. You've never been to a DreamHack, but that is one thing I am extremely excited for
some
this
of those
year.
Gloves with the little light up fingers at the end.
Oh, it is. I mean, if you're taking a look here, everything is going on at DreamHack, so sure to be an awesome event in Atlanta, July 21st to the 23rd, of course. And you can see all the ticket link on your screen there where you can pick up those. If you are wanting to come out and compete or just attend as a spectator, it's going to be a lot to do here at that one.
Yeah, apparently there's tons to do. You could game, you could party, you could watch games, you could watch people party, you could do whatever you want.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot happening here. But like we said, the very first match of the night, Luminosity about to battle Ronin eSports. And both of these squads are having a little bit of a change from what we saw before. So we're looking at two different subs here on this team, or for these teams. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ronin eSports here a little bit more in depth. So of course they won their last match, sitting at a 1-2 record here. Of course that win came on to straight ripping here before we had the little mini break. Currently ranked 7th, but still a lot of time here left to play. And of course that is L-Town coming in to replace Kratos here on the team L-Town. So with him coming in and replacing the team, he doesn't have a lot of stats to go off of. Now, he's been around for a while. He went to his first event in 2008, a little bit of a hiatus, but then came back and has been really showing up here in Halo 5.
Yeah, he definitely plays at a very high level. Doesn't have the strongest shot out of these 8 players, but the way that he fills the map, the way that he plays the game, it's very, very much like how someone that's going to be filling in on the other team, how Ronin plays, where he just opens up opportunities for his teammates, whether, that's sacrificing his life or maybe communicating in a certain area that's going to, affect his shot a little bit, because you're going to see and you'll notice that a lot of players, they can't shoot and talk at the same time. I mean, it's a big problem that still to this day just, plagues the Halo, players, where it's like you need to be able to call these things out and predict them before they happen. And L-Town is one of those players that calls it out while it's happening, and again, may affect your shot just a little bit, but very impressed with these guys. And meanwhile, on the other hand, you're going to have Ronin filling in for Victory X here at the end of the day. It looks like maybe Victory X doesn't get to say bye and play. He ends up just, getting filled in.
Yeah, Ronin is going to be replacing him for this match, but let's go ahead and take a look at the series layout that these two teams are going to be matching up on. Coliseum CTF followed by Regret Slayer, game number 3, the Rig Strongholds. Should we need those 4 and 5, True CTF and Plaza Slayer. Tom, do you see this kind of benefiting either one of these squads?
I don't really see anything that stands out besides obviously 2 capture the flags sitting there. So when you think of capture the flag game types, I feel like, obviously Ronin very objective oriented, but I'm looking at CTF Coliseum as a game type that is going to be won here by Ronin eSports. Never know though. We're going to find out a lot about these two teams after this series over. Big implications here. We're looking at 2 teams that really need a win. Whoever wins this series is going to put themselves in a great spot to avoid relegations, because you're looking at potentially LG, you're looking at straight ripping Evil Geniuses. I feel like Ronin's going to push themselves out of that conversation. They could do it right here with a win. Magic number, I feel like, is going to be 2. If you're sitting there at 1 and 6, it's not going to be looking nearly as good as 2 and 5.
Yeah, and you are right, Tom. It is all about the implications and what we'll see how these teams match up here on this game type. And it's a lot of unknowns here. We haven't seen all of these players competing all that much. Trippy, Saiyan, players that are considered to come out of the more amateur scene, although definitely not a good way to describe those players, as they are extremely talented here.
Yeah, so nice little play coming out from L-Town already with the good opening strategy to just push over towards the rocket side. Ninja, I like where his head was at to try to throw nades over towards the DMR area. None of those landed, and that meant that he didn't have any grenades to go and fight L-Town over towards the side. So you're going to see L-Town with the rockets, Straight Sick with the sniper rifle. That's a big kill there by Rynoob to try to play a little bit of defense, but now you're going to see Saiyan has picked up the rockets instead. So that's going to be 3 dead now. Straight Sick's the last guy alive. Weapons not meaning much here for Ronin, as now Straight Sick taken down to no shields is going to have to retreat. Rynoob picking up that kill and saying he is out of rockets, so he's just going to retreat and try to fall back as L-Town comes in with the pickup. A lot of trades going on over towards the snipe side. All in all, Spartan is the one that makes it away with the weapon.
Ooh, and his shields come back, and Rynoob doesn't spot him right next to him. Spartan, rather than even zooming in, just lines up that no-scope, catches Rynoob trying to be sneaky. Flag has been moved out. Now we've got here Luminosity just trying to bait that. A good double team comes in. Spartan, he's actually going to lose that sniper rifle without getting the flag return.
Yeah, I like that play coming in from Trippy, sitting over there on the runway area, just being a nuisance, baiting the flag. Straight Sick gets that sniper rifle. He did drop that originally, so let's see if he's going to be able to put it to work. Multiple players over towards that rocket side. He's going to have to back off. You can see Saiyan's going to be able to pick up a kill. Nice snipe there onto Trippy coming out from Straight Sick. Another player down below, bottom middle on the table. Should be a pretty easy kill if he wants to go in with the pistol. Another player over towards the grass as well. This is not good for Luminosity. They're all down low. However, you do see in the kill feed they are able to pick up 2 towards that snipe side. Straight Sick doing a nice job with that sniper rifle. That's what he does so well. Once he gets these weapons, he is so deadly. Now he's going for the spawn trap over towards the cave.
And this is great timing. We just had 3 dead. You see Tom or Saiyan there, comes off spawn, has to immediately hide in the cave. Straight Sick does a great job recognizing he's only got 1 shot left in this sniper rifle. I'm just going to try to move the flag.
L-Town has the rockets again here, second time with this weapon. Can he put it to use? Just wasting the rockets there. Rynoob with the grenade. That should be able to secure the return as he's able to get another kill on a Suspector. Possible run here, no Ninja. He's going to drop. That flag is still alive, though. It's going to be Straight Sick trying to finish what he started as he picks that one up. That's going to be Trippy coming in with the kill. Possible return coming in from Rynoob. He does have the rockets. Can the pull come in? It does get returned. So close to getting that touch was Suspector, but instead Rynoob sacrificing his life for the flag.
Yeah, definitely great heads-up play by Rynoob. I like what the player from Ronin was trying to do there, dodge the rocket, but unfortunately just a hair too late, and that flag does go back home.
Yeah, now the map kind of resets here as Saiyan, he's coming back to play a little bit of defense as L-Town is flanked over towards the elbow area. That's going to be Slays in the favor of Luminosity as they try to make their way over towards top catwalk area. Straight Sick finding a pick over towards the snipe side. Look at how many people they have over towards the pyramid. Rynoob was waiting though, and he does get the assassination on Suspector, possibly picking up the player that did lift up as well. There it is. Nice teamwork coming in. Bait and switch between Saiyan and Rynoob as multiple players for Ronin are spawning at their base. So L-Town, he's going to have to keep a little bit of his shields, and they're going to have to make a snipe push. And Straight Sick opening that side of the map there with that kill onto Rynoob should be good here for Ronin to try to push.
Yeah, Saiyan trying to do what he can to keep the player's shields weak. Does a pretty good job backing down, but that's going to be Straight Sick coming in. Picks up the melee kill. It's ultimately just a trade here. 2v2 situation. Trippy's already past that 50-yard line as he closes into Ronin's base. Not able to find any of these spawners. You generally want to get a kill or 2 before you start running this. We'll see. And sure enough, not going to get that one very far here. Expect that one to get returned.
Yeah, you got to be careful because if anyone is in position for a counter pull, when you go and make a play like that and you don't put any damage on someone and you just die for free, that's an opportunity to get countered on. So they're very lucky that no one is in position right now for Ronin, and they had enough pressure elsewhere on the map. As rockets are going to drop here, you can hear the guy calling it out. Rockets are up, so someone's going to have to make a move over there. Straight Sick is going to find a kill, but Saiyan's going to get the trade-off. And I really like the way that Ronin is sending multiple players over towards Snipe Kyle. You can see never is there just one person going over there alone.
Definitely great back and forth bait and switching here coming out from both teams. There's been a lot of players just kind of collapsing onto snipe side of the map and doing a really good job at buying time and waiting for help.
Yeah, but no one's been able to get a cap quite yet. We did see Straight Sick get that one pretty close down towards the runway. You do have rockets in the hands of Trippy, so maybe the opportunity is going to come here for Luminosity with some weapons, but you do see a little bit of a flank towards the elbow side. So snipe control in the hands of Luminosity temporarily. You see 2-on-2 over there, but it could swing any way, and if Ronin is able to get a couple slays here, they're going to be in a very good position to run this flag.
Ooh, and as the collapse comes in, L-Town has some help, has to back down. Oh, great thrust, stays alive, doesn't hit the wall. He's going to back down, reset here, get those shields. He's got the battle rifle with the kind of weapon updates and things like that. Battle rifle just becomes that much more important because you don't even have a secondary weapon. So it's always great to be in a situation where you can switch and continue putting damage out.
I like L-Town's thought process here to keep as much of the shields as possible, just waiting for another player to come in with the bait and switch. However, it looks like Trippy was able to rotate down, maybe towards top rockets, it looks like he was dying from. Yeah, you can see Joey down there has made his way down towards the runway into the trenches. So he's going to try to escape maybe towards table and grass, as we have multiple players coming over towards the catwalk area. That's going to be Ryan towards the pyramid, another player over towards top catwalk, and Suspector's making a flank down towards the bottom. So if he made his way, ooh, Ryan falling off the map. That's going to be an opportunity for Ronin to potentially, like we said, Kyle, get one of these returns and potentially advance onto the map for a counter cap over here. So that's unfortunate. Ryan always likes to sit over towards that pyramid area. Maybe he accidentally slipped off. Yeah,
and we'll see Sane just trying to lock down this sniper side of the map. They have numbers and they have eyes on some of these players, but nobody with angles to finish them off. Looks like Sane just gets left to dry here on snipe side of the map as the rest of the team pushes across to rockets. Maybe a little bit of a mistake there as they kind of just sacrifice control of that side of the map.
Yeah, sending two people over towards the rockets, not the best idea, but it looks like they are going to pull this one. And where are they going to pull it? Are they going to run this towards the elbow where I was expecting it? No, it's going to be ran over towards top catwalk, which I don't think was the play. However, it did fall down towards the silver. Ooh, Sparty going for the double kill, not able to find it. However, Suspector comes in with the cleanup. Can he hit the kill on the Ninja? Ninja found a double kill. That would have been his triple if he wanted that. That flag is still alive. That's going to be a missed shot coming in. Sane's going to toss that flag. He missed it over towards the window. Ryan Noob laying down shots over towards the elbow as well. It's going to be Suspector onto that flag. Straight Six going to have to come over ASAP. You can see a couple grenades being tossed out. Ryan Noob's going to grab that flag. It's going to be a cap coming in for Luminosity. However, Straight Sick did a little split right there. Ninja shoots a rocket in between his legs, and now Straight Sick comes in with the beatdown. So possible counter cap coming in. That's all 4 dead. Straight Sick now pulling this flag, and spawns are over towards the fountain if they can find it.
Yeah, you had all 4 dead as Straight Sick pulls that flag. All 4 members from Ronin were on that side of the map, but just like that, 2 go down, not able to get much teamwork going. The flag is still out past the halfway mark, so it's not necessarily a bad position to be in as long as Snow Suspector does get spotted and taken out, but the flag's still being moved, and looks like we may be seeing the first cap go in.
Ooh, that flag is still sitting there. Trippy's going to get a double kill. Can he find the triple kill? That's going to be Ninja getting the kill instead. That flag has been returned. Very nice job by Luminosity to get that return, and now it's going to be Ninja tossing that flag out down towards bottom center. It's going to be staying alive for possibly someone to come and get that touch and toss it again towards the 50-yard line, possibly even past that over towards their own silver. Sparty, he's going to get the beat down and slow things down just a little bit. So Luminosity not able to capitalize on that one. But if Sane can get this kill onto the player down below and pick up the rockets, it should open up the map. You can see nobody is up top right now for Ronin eSports. Everyone just sitting down below.
Yeah, and you do see a 3v3 situation going on here now, but overall weapon control obviously in favor of LG here as they have these rockets. Sane finally pushing out of the base, grabs one, trying to, or must be getting some calls from his teammates as he does know there's a player here hiding on the elbow. Straight Six, he's dodged some good rockets before, and sure enough, picks up another dodge.
Yeah, and he's coming back for more. Wow, nice job getting that kill. It was Spartan with the grenade instead. And just a really small play that I'd like to point out that Sane made was, even though he ended up dying with the rockets, he wasn't expecting that player to come towards the elbow. That player had him on the death screen after he was to rocket him on the DMR. So instead of just showing up on the death screen and going towards top catwalk where he would eventually been called out, he elected to try to just double back and try to play off that person's death screen and create a false call out from the enemy team. Instead, Straight Sick too disciplined for that, ends up getting the pick anyway, especially when someone has a weapon like the rockets. You got to make sure that you're focused on a call out like that. Now Trippy's in a very powerful position here as he's made his way with the sniper rifle all the way towards the enemy cave, which is the ideal situation to be in. He also has battle rifle support coming in from Sane, and multiple players for Luminosity are down low, so this is a very good opportunity to get another cap here, as that's going to be a kill onto L-Town. 3 dead. Spartan's last guy alive. Looks like 2-0 here for Luminosity as they do double up on that return.
Yeah, they do go ahead and pick up that kill, double up on the return, and sure enough, 2-0 lead. Still a lot of ammo left in this sniper, but Trippy not recognizing. He only had 1 in the chamber a minute ago, or probably would have grabbed himself yet another kill.
Yeah, now he's just setting up again, waiting for the defense play to come in. There's 1. Can he find 2? Ooh, nice no-scope onto Straight Sick. Not able to get the cleanup with the DMR. Instead, he's going to just wait for his teammate to get that cleanup. However, Straight Sick with the grenade kill onto Ninja. Fantastic job by him. Can he get the out pistol onto Trippy? 2-on-1 situation. Not able to get it done, though. Those are the type of plays you need to make, though, with only 2 minutes left and your team down 2-0.
Yeah, we'll see how far Spartan can get this flag. And no, barely gets out the window, but not across the middle of the map, which is what you really want to do if you're sacrificing and making just a flag throw play there. Straight obviously, it's an easy return coming in. A numbers advantage in prime position already. And Tom, minute and a half left, still down 2-0. I'd say that first flag needs, well, you can always see double caps more in this game than any other one, I would say, but still not looking good.
Yeah, not looking good because you've always had some solid defense coming in from Luminosity. So no opportunities quite yet. And it started right from the beginning of the game where Ronin, they have the rockets and they have the sniper rifle, and they're not able to do anything with it. And I've kind of been concerned for them ever since that point, because once you have that type of advantage, you really have to put those things to use. Now they have rockets again. It's going to be Spartan this time around. Could this be their opportunity? Again, they did have that one flag that was so close, Kyle, with that return. However, now Trippy has been in the maze, and this is the second time they've allowed a player to get into that position that just completely shuts the cap down.
Yeah, I mean, there's been so many no shields Luminosity players surviving. Trippy right now, or what we just saw, a perfect example, gets taken to no shields, and two other players from Ronin right in front of him, but neither one recognizing that they could just turn around and pick up that kill.
Yeah, this is going to be it here for Ronin. It looks like Luminosity going to go up 1-0 in this game. Trippy, he's getting shot across the map from Meltdown, but just going to set up and play a little bit of defense here, as they know it's pretty much mathematically over. They need to get 2 captures, not just get the flag pulled out, but even get the flag at home to score, and 2 within 20 seconds. Just not going to happen. Kind of just playing for stats here. Suspector does get that kill onto Sane, but very well played coming in from both teams, but Luminosity just well executed on those 2 flag caps, coming back and securing that, and that's not something that you saw from Ronin.
Yeah, I mean, Luminosity just had better flag returns and better positioning when they were moving that flag across the map. Pretty sure they had the sniper on both of those flag captures that they had as well, so kind of just a little bit of outplay situations going on here. Luminosity is just really showing that they came out to play. They're on that win streak, and they're looking to upset Ronin from their last pickup over straight.
Yeah, it's so important that whenever you get the sniper rifle that you put it to use. You gotta, go on some sort of spree, or you gotta at least open up the map, or at least waste some of the ammo so the enemy team doesn't get it and push that on over towards your cave. As we take a look at the stats, Ryan Noob 26, 17, and 21. Trippy 27 and 19. Very well played coming out again by Luminosity. Nothing really standing out coming out from Ronin, just overall, again, not using enough teamwork in terms of running those flags and also not utilizing the weapons enough. So you saw, yeah, Spartan, nice no-scope there, but they weren't able to capitalize when Straight Stick picked up a couple of those kills. And again, a lot of times what happens in Coliseum CTF, or just CTFs in general, in Halo 5, or really any Halo in general, is once your flag runner dies, you're kind of stuck there, and you don't want to really get too aggressive and go for that flag run, because then you could get countered. So that's what ended up happening for Ronin. It's just unfortunate that maybe they can put something together here going into Regret Slayer. They're going to have to make sure they're getting up top and securing overshields, because if they're just giving those up for free and not utilizing that, they're going to be in trouble going down 2-0 to Luminosity. Not what you want to do, but the way that they're shooting, the way that they're playing, I'm expecting them to bounce back.
Yeah, I think they can easily bounce back here. I mean, it's just game 1 done. So let's go ahead and take a look at that series layout here and see what game number 2 is going to be. It looks like it will be Regret Slayer, and we'll see exactly how this one goes. But Coliseum CTF, clearly Luminosity coming out and securing a convincing win, outslaying the opposing team, better overall flag runs, and just more coordinated overall.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about before with a Ryan Noob team, always going to be very strong at CTF. And yeah, he's kind of just filling in here, but you saw he had solid assists, solid flag grabs, good KDA, and a lot of people just kind of throw him on their bus and say, oh, his shot's not there. I think he was even voted like worst shot or something like that out of all the pro players. But any objective game, he's constantly just adding so much pressure. Now we're going into a fact where I feel like you have more slaying power on the side of Ronin, even though they got outslayed in that game. I feel like this is going to be much more of their pace. We'll see, though. I mean, Luminosity, I was very impressed with the way that they played that one, especially Trippy. Trippy was on top of things. When he got that sniper rifle, you saw some amazing things happen here as we start this one off with Ninja. We started off with him last time, so let's switch on over to Straight Stick as he lands a pretty nice grenade. Doesn't take too much damage. His shield's still a little bit left there is, wow, Rhino flying in and grabbing that overshield. There was no support from Ronin after it looked like Straight was holding off multiple players, Kyle.
Yeah, just did not work out in their opening favor. 3-1 already, but great plasma pistol shot coming out by Suspector there. He's saving that one, trying to spot that overshield player. But Ryan, we've talked about him before. He's so aggressive and quick. People sometimes underestimate how fast he will come off spawn and get to a location, or how quickly he can come off and get to that overshield and pick it up here. So Ryan just making great heads-up plays.
Big 1v1. Wow, Trippy gonna give Sparty the business there. 6-2 lead here for Luminosity. You have the carbine in the hands of Trippy, so if he stays on the car side of the map, he's gonna be able to do some serious damage because he can help out so far with this weapon. Instead, he's gonna end up dropping down because you can see 3-player outlines for Ronin towards the car side. So you need a little bit more help, and Ryan in good position for that. However, he's gonna need even more support now. The numbers advantage going on over to Ronin. You could see eventually 3 were dead there temporarily for Ronin, or for Luminosity, as Ronin now pushing up. Wow, nice battle rifle shots coming in, but Ninja taking Suspector down to no shields as well. Insane with the grenade. Ninja also getting the beatdown onto Alatown. Possibly a Ninja there because Ninja was no shields.
Yeah, I don't know how Ninja was able to survive there. He just had to be doing Ninja-like things. 11-6, and that was a perfect opportunity for a collapse. Suspector, you know, wanted to pick up that win. If you have a BR going up against a pistol, you definitely want to pick up that battle or pick up that kill, as you do have technically an advantage there. But 12-9, and Ninja just did a great job of staying alive, buying extra time for his teammates, and all of a sudden, 4 dead for Luminosity.
Bad challenge there by Straight Sick because you can see a teammate was coming around the corner. It's, yeah, we have the player outlines, but when you have someone on your team, you can also see those outlines as well. So L-Town came in with the support. Straight Sick challenge just a little bit too long, and also that was, I believe, the only guy up towards top. So a small death like that means a lot here because you want to try to maintain top center control as much as possible, especially with the overshield coming up here, and they were able to pick it up last time on the side of Luminosity. There it is, sitting down there. Straight Sick able to secure this one. Ninja with the perfect shots onto Suspector, and there it is. Straight Sick coming in with the cleanup. Let's see what he's able to do with this overshield as he's getting pegged across the map.
Yeah, they definitely want to make some sort of a comeback here with this overshield, as, you know, once every 2 minutes that does come up, and we saw the first one in favor of Luminosity. So that first one in favor of Luminosity gave them a 5-2 lead, I think we were looking at, and now Straight Sick, it's up to Straight Sick and the rest of Ronin to kind of answer back here.
Nice shots there by Straight Sick, getting that last shot medal. Only down 3 kills. Definitely a feasible comeback here, especially if you can get top center with this weapon here. There it is. I want to see him rotate over towards the platform. If he could just clear out that car side, it's so deadly because players always want to push out towards the carbine side, and he's just going to elect for a flank instead. Dropping down low, checking the pink side of the map. There's a player behind him though, so he doesn't check, and that is going to be devastating there, as all 4 players for Ronin are going to drop. 7-kill lead for Luminosity. It was only a 2 or 3 kill game with Ronin in control. Straight Sick with the overshield and the plasma caster, and it all got turned upside down. 5
unanswered kills when Ronin had the overshield, so that's just a really unfortunate situation. You got to use those advantages to build leads and maintain those leads, as we've seen monster swings here happen, especially on Regret, maps like Eden, things like that. We've seen when you can get a fast collapse happening on the other team, you can just run away with games.
A little bit of a comeback here. Now it's a 4-kill lead here for Luminosity as L-Town. I like the pressure that he's adding right there, and also staying alive and not challenging. So heads up, because he does have this plasma caster and can live to fight another day. It's going to be Trippy down there weak. He needs to switch to the plasma caster instead. He's going to switch to the plasma grenade and go for the stick instead. That's kind of worst case scenario there for L-Town, at least able to get a kill instead, but wishes that he was still alive with that plasma caster. Overshield coming up here any second. Plasma caster already sitting up on the map. You can see Ronin picking up a couple of kills. That's going to be Suspector and Straight Sick. That's going to be 2 for Suspector, and that's 3 actually. Triple kill coming in. Trippy, he does get a kill, but it's just a trade. L-Town has the overshield, so we're going to see what he's able to do now with only a 1-kill difference to make up.
Yeah, I mean, I did not see that one coming. So it's going to be the second overshield now going over to Ronin here, and that's L-Town grabbing that one. So all of a sudden what we saw was up to as much as an 8-kill lead. It's back to a tied game.
Yeah, and he just fought all 4 players. Fought 2 players over towards the car side, dropped down, melee, helps get the kill on a Ninja, and then fights the guy with the plasma caster over towards the pink side. So this is extremely back and forth. You could tell Ronin picked up right when they needed to. If they continue to let Luminosity run with that 7-8 kill lead already up in the series 1-0, they're just going to have way too much momentum, and it's going to be that much more difficult to come back from. So I really like the way that Ronin's fighting here. Now they're in a situation where they have to formulate a plan to get out. Which area are they going to go? Perfect execution in the flank there by Trippy. A nice stick coming in from Ryanoob. That's going to be 3-kill lead here. They were split up on the map, 2-2 coming in from Ronin. So that's really unfortunate now that they're going to be able to focus this side of the map for Luminosity and know exactly where the spawns are coming from.
Yeah, Trippy's doing everything he can to stay alive. Looks like his shields will, in fact, come back. Now, top middle controls over to Ronin, but you can see the carbines are essentially split here among both teams. 35-34, we're coming towards the end of the game. Once you hit that 40 kill mark, you cannot be giving up any more free deaths. Still within one, top middle control just going back and forth among both these squads. And you can just tell already that Luminosity, they want this 2-0 lead.
Going for the triple kill. Can he find it onto Spartan? Ninja's going to get the beat down. That's going to be all 4 dead, all 4 fresh dead, and they're going to know the spawns here where Ronin's going to be popping up, and it's going to be over towards the blue side. I was expecting a Spartan charge to come in. Instead, it's a BR versus a pistol. Both players backing down because there are no shields, and now a flank underneath the base. You can assume that they know both of these players are underneath. They are popping up on the radar down below. Now here comes the flank with Ryanoob with the battle rifle. Perfect shots there on the straight stick, looking for more. Ninja is going to come in with the plasma caster. 4-kill lead and overshield coming up. Who's going to pick up that overshield? It's L-Town.
Ooh, and this is an interesting plasma caster fight going on. Ninja not able to secure the kill there. Still within 4, but one of the biggest mistakes we've seen so far is several different times, or at least twice this game, Ronin has gone all 4 down, but not because, you know, somebody dies and the rest of the 3 collapse. It's like 4 individual fights being lost at the same time.
Yeah, it's one person losing a fight, and the other guy that was fighting that guy comes in with the cleanup, and then it's just a snowball after that. 4-kill lead, make that a 3-kill lead. Still anyone's game here as L-Town tries to stay alive towards P1. Ooh, weird challenge there. Thought that the grenade was possibly going to kill him, so he pops back out, but Trippy trying to close this one out. We'll see if he can do it. 5 kills, and Luminosity goes up 2-0.
Oh, and that is a great kill to pick up there. The player doesn't know that Trippy's on a flank top center. Could see a ground pound or just some team shots coming in here. Looks like Trippy cleans up that one. Now up to 6, so almost back to the largest lead of the game here, which was in fact 8. Currently at 5. Plenty of time left here on the clock. We're probably not going to see another overshield come up, so Ronin really doesn't have a lot of options at their disposal to try and buy time or do anything here. As these collapse start coming in, they're just going to get melted.
It is all over. 50-43. Was expecting to be a little bit even closer than that because how back and forth it was right around that 30 kill mark. But you saw Trippy pick up a couple big 1v1s and just a little bit too much challenging coming in, not enough valuing of the lives for Ronin, and not utilizing the overshield as much as they would have liked to. You saw L-Town pick it up a couple times, but they weren't able to support him enough and not able to go on any sprees with that overshield. A lot of that coming down to the position for Luminosity, but let's take a look at the stats and see what stands out. It is Trippy again going big, 17-9 this time around. Ninja having himself a game as well, 16, 9, and 10. So Ronin, they are down in this series 0-2. Just talking about how well these guys have been playing. Now they're on the ropes, potentially losing to Luminosity again, not in the spot that they want to be. This has huge implications on that 4th through 8th area where these teams are all just fighting, sitting at 1 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, and let's not forget here, Kratos is going to be at home watching this series, and if I know Kratos at all, he's definitely probably going to be pretty happy about what he's
probably
watching.
Coaching Luminosity right now, actually.
Yeah, you never know. And of course, you know, we're going to see him come back. We're definitely not the last we're going to see of Kratos here, and you know, expect him to come back in full force at DreamHack Daytona as well. So I know he's probably feeling pretty good that he's seeing Ronin here struggle now, but Ronin, like we said, they're not out of it yet here. They could have easily taken either one of these games. The amount of swings that we saw alone, if they just didn't go all 4 down twice that game, that is literally 8 kills that went over to Luminosity. They lost by 7 in total. A couple of those, if they had been trades. And of course, it's a lot more than 8 kills that it affects, because when you're coming off of a 4 down, the first, second guy off spawn are literally almost screwed because they're getting collapsed on by the entire enemy team by themselves.
Yeah, and the games were close because we're sitting there watching every little thing that happens. But when you look at it, and if it ends up being a 3-0, the series isn't going to be close at all. That's what's so scary about these situations, and that's why it's so important to close games out and, you know, take all of those little mistakes and fix them. it's very unfortunate for Ronin that, again, they're not able to utilize the weapons and the power-ups when they're getting them. So I don't know what they're going to have to do communication-wise to be able to step that up. I mean, a lot of times the overshield guy, he wants to go in and be aggressive. I think L-Town brought that over towards Pink 2 that one time, and that was a little bit too open, and they're not really building their pushes around when they had the rockets and the sniper rifle kind of supporting that guy. In Coliseum CTF, if you have the rockets, it's pretty, simple to just say, hey, guys, let's slow it down a little bit. Someone come work with me, and then you kind of just lock that side of the map down. A lot of times I felt like the rocket guy was on his own, either responding to callouts or something like that. There needs to be a lot more duoing and buddy system coming in from Ronin, a lot more baiting and switching for these guys if they want to win.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I mean, if they were able to maybe just pay attention a little bit more to where Luminosity was coming off of spawns, like they were able to kill Luminosity, get a numbers advantage. But what we saw was consistently somebody's either going around car corner or running up to P2, getting shot in the back, meaning they're not recognizing where those spawners are going to be coming from. Somebody's not blocking a spawn, something like that. So just a little bit of miscommunication or coordination.
Whoever had the plasma caster, I can't remember, went up for that flank, right? Exactly. And then he turned right, but yet there was still plenty of people left in that base to clear out. So, something like that is really big. Not utilizing the overshield is pretty big. And it's just a couple of mistakes like that is why they're down 2-0 in the series. So we'll see if they can clean up those minor things here in a Strongholds game type where completely different than Slayer and CTF. Maybe this is going to fit their style just a little bit more. We're going to switch on over to someone we haven't watched much of quite yet. It's going to be Suspector shooting down that camo and trying to capture basement.
Yeah, I mean, these game types all play so differently. Like, for example, Evil Geniuses. That is a team that loses a lot of Slayers and CTFs, but we've seen them essentially dominate most of the Strongholds they've played. So we'll see if Ronin's able to do the same thing here.
Like this positioning from L-Town, it's unfortunate for him that he doesn't have any grenades. Otherwise, he could be doing some serious damage right now. Nice thrust, avoiding the railgun over there. Even staying alive, using the bait and switch. Ooh, the carbine area, but Ninja coming in with the crouch strafe is going to be able to take him down. Nice trade coming in both by Straight Sick and Ryanoob is saying, laying down some serious damage. Look at that railgun and the scatter shot. And it makes me think of something that actually Cloud messaged me about when we were talking about the Legendary Cups. We were wondering about the damage stat and why the damage sometimes is off. Kyle, I didn't know that your damage officially counts after your death.
Yeah, so sometimes it'll get updated. So if you don't have a single death, but you have 10 kills, obviously you didn't do 0 damage. Obviously something was going down there. But yeah, a lot of times that is the case here, and we're on board now with Spartan. So we see early lead here coming out for Ronin, but not all that much yet. Still,
you want to call them Team Kratos?
I look at it and I picture the Kratos. Yeah, that's true. 15-3 though, so still a numbers advantage, controlling Nest and controlling basement here. So kind of exactly what you want to be doing.
Yeah, and now they're going for the triple cap, and how fast are they going to be able to make their way over towards basement? If they can get that reset and possibly get the kills, and it's a one-on-one situation over here. You have, I believe it's Saiyan in a 1v1 over there. He wins that one against Straight Sick, and now you have these guys fighting over towards the nest. So if they're not able to clear out these players, they go from potentially getting a triple cap now, and that's exactly what happened. They could have had a triple cap. Instead, they are now being capped on. You see Luminosity putting points on the board, and Suspector almost going for a little bit of a swim there. Instead, he's going to thrust and still stay alive somehow. And now he's just doing whatever he can to try to get this camouflage, as he was the person to kill Ninja as Ninja burned that one. So you know that they have the timing on that one. Instead, he's going to leave that for one of his teammates. It looks like that was going to be Straight Sick picking up that one. And now it's going to be Suspector making his way over towards the nest for the capture, as they are going to trade BR.
Yeah, that was a fresh 3 dead as they're able to secure nest here. So pushing back, they want that collapse, but no, what fantastic nades coming out of Trippy here, recognizing somebody's probably coming off a flank, keeping in mind that guy was not showing up on radar quite yet, but camo is over in hands of Straight Sick. You got L-Town with the railgun, so exact kind of position you want to be in. Oh, this must have been somebody from Luminosity coming off spawn on Carbine side of the map here, so we might be looking at another trade of Strongholds.
Yeah, and now total control going on over to Ronin. Let's see, this is a good opportunity for him to control this for quite some time. And if they can keep a triple cap going on and dominate this game, whether it's, 100 to whatever the win is, but the more significant, the better.
No way.
Ooh, someone stays alive and then even forces L-Town to kill his own teammate.
He got 2 kills and stayed alive in a 3v1, I think, situation. I honestly wasn't paying all that much attention to what was happening because I auto-assumed that that player was going to die. Somehow stays alive. That was pretty incredible.
It's incredible, and it's extremely important because they just got Nest because of that. And now you're going to see Railgun not being utilized by anybody on Ronin. So that was their opportunity, as we're talking about how big momentum is. Saiyan pulling off just a little play like that has now completely opened up for a possible comeback here for Luminosity. Straight6 going to try to get these guys out of the basement. He does find that kill onto Ryanu, but a heads-up play by Saiyan to rotate over and try to get the railgun. Just going to crouch over towards the snipe ball. They're already putting points on the board. There's no reason for him to challenge and try to die. Instead, he's just going to play the numbers game and make his way over towards the weapons. So I really love that play from Saiyan.
Ooh, we'll see Ryanoob's able to get in this hill fast enough. The boxes are in the way. The contest is there, and the reset comes in. Another amazing play from Luminosity to regain control here. I did not expect that to happen. Ronin was doing such a great job buying time, waiting for teammates, but the rest of Luminosity just too quick on the collapse, too many power weapons in their hands. You can see in that kill feed there, more railgun kills coming in, and they had Scattershot in the back pocket as well just a moment ago. So this is just overall Luminosity really showing up, almost outclassing Ronin right now.
Yeah, and a lot of that goes back to the play that Saiyan made. Just that small play has really, again, opened up the map for Luminosity for them to possibly come back here. Nest being captured by Ronin, but you're going to see a barrels rotation coming out for the rest of the players on Luminosity, trying to retake the basement area eventually. Looks like Spartan's going to try to make his way over towards top engine. Thought he was going to go for the overpass, and they're getting very aggressive over towards this BR base. So it looks like they want to press this triple cap and take over BR base as everyone else has been rotating from behind. So now that Saiyan's caught over towards the bunker, you're going to see everyone realizing that they have to get out of here. Where are they going to go? It's going to be the basement, because you can see someone currently capturing that one. It's going to be L-Town coming in with the reset with Spartan, and now a triple cap on the board. Multiple players spawning over towards the carbine area, so that's going to be where Luminosity is going to rotate towards the basement. They're going to need a lot more than that, though, Kyle. Triple cap is going to rack up some serious points. There's the Band-Aid, but they need a stronghold ASAP.
Yeah, I mean, I think a moment ago I said Luminosity was outclassing Ronin in some cases, but as far as the score reflects, that's not going to be the case here in this game number 3. Just overall, too many rotations coming out from Ronin.
And do you see that right there from Suspector? Suspector thought that he was still going to have to fight that guy. He even threw a pre-grenade over towards where that guy was going to be. But that guy was in such a poor position in the middle of the map, in open field. It's one of the worst spots to be in, especially when you have to force yourself over towards that nest area. And Suspector just didn't challenge. He could have easily challenged that and been in a power position and died to a guy not in a power position, and that would have been an awful decision. Instead, he's going to back off, and it almost won the game for his team there. They almost put up a couple more points. Instead, it's going to be Luminosity with the triple cap. It's in reverse effect over here. Saiyan not able to get that kill onto Straight6. Is Straight6 going to be able to hunt him down? Saiyan using that ledge, doing whatever he can to stay alive, but it's not going to happen. Straight6 hunting him down. Spartan with the camo. This should be it here for Ronin. I think they're going to be able to do this one if Spartan's going to be able to come in here and get the reset.
Yeah, I mean, they really need to take Spartan out here. They're obviously focusing on BR base. They'll grab this one. Now, it's going to be up to Luminosity to get back in this one, as they cannot be making any more mistakes. They need to get control of a hill, and they cannot risk losing it again the rest of the game. 95 points already here for them. But Spartan getting some cleanup kills, getting some help for his teammates here. Nice rotation. Still keeping players weak, even though he has the shield.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was just going to capture the basement right there and just end it. Instead, he's going to elect to go for kills, and I'm not sure if that's going to be the right decision. I felt like that a lot of pressure that he was doing, and the way that they were able to capture BR and Nest forced the players over towards one of those strongholds. It looked like they made their way over towards the Nest instead, and now they have 2 players in this Nest. That should be it. You're not going to see any nades coming in. Instead, it's going to be a rotation over towards the BR base, and they sent everybody for Luminosity, so they were very on top of that. Whoever made that call was very decisive, and again, now it looks like Spartan's decision to not capture that basement could be even bigger mistake than we thought. Only 3 more points here, but a potential comeback here for Luminosity.
Yeah, they got to get in and contest this hill. That's not good. They have 3 players down there, not going to get in time, and it was looking a little scary. They might be able to capture this one in time. Will they? Yes, they do. 99
BR
points.
base.
This is it. Spectre just in too good a position here to prevent that one from going over to Luminosity. And just like that, Tom, we've got ourselves a series again.
Yeah, and I was worried that it was going to be a little bit of a comeback there for Luminosity because of how well Ronin was playing that one. That's why I was worried. But it didn't happen because of the rotations coming out. So very heads up by both teams. No hesitation at all. They both charged the BR base, knew that they wanted to go for the trade instead. And now we have a series on our hand. After 3 games, it's got to be 2-1 for whoever. So it doesn't matter necessarily what games that you won. As we take a look at the stats, 20 and 10 for Saiyan, positive 10 bomb, positive 8 there for Straight Sick. So very well done by Straight Sick and the rest of these guys from Ronin, not giving up, bringing it back here now into game number 4. So that's going to be a CTF game type, since we did see CTF Coliseum, and then it was, I believe, Regret Slayer. Now it ends with Rig Strongholds here in game number 3. Game number 4, what was it, Kyle?
I'd have to, we'll take a look at the series layout again and see that. I was kind of looking at the strongholds captured. I think it was 29 or 20 or 29 to 23.
It was Truth, because it wasn't Fathom, and it was another fast-paced map with tons of action. So there it is. Yes, Truth CTF is going to be game number 4, and if it goes to a game number 5, which I want to see, it is going to be Plaza Slayer. But now we're starting to see what these teams are made of. I was worried about Ronin because I knew that they've been playing at a high level, going down 2-0, potentially getting swept there by Luminosity. It's not the way that they want to do it. Again, remember, both teams sitting at 1 and 2, trying to avoid that 7th and 8th seed. But not only that, map win percentage means a lot too, because we're going to come down to tiebreaker situations. It's going to go down to heads up. It's going to come down to map win percentage. Elongating this series is exactly what Ronin needed to do, and now they're still alive.
Yeah, and I just want to point out one other thing about that Stronghold game. There were over 50 strongholds captured.
Really?
Well, they all, you know, obviously 2 people in a stronghold to capture, it counts as 1, but they each get a point. But yeah, they had over 50 between the 2 squads combined.
There was a lot of trades. You didn't see many setups being held for a very long time, as it looks like we are not starting this one. It's going to be a fake start.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and get the players out of this game and get ready to restart the game number 4. We will be able to see if Luminosity can actually close out Ronin eSports here and get their 2nd win, or if it's Ronin that's going to be taking the lead here and kind of breaking out of that tiebreaker.
Yeah, it looks like Trippy lagged out, so we're going to get Trippy back in the lobby, and then we'll start that one up. But Truth CTF, you know, I've been watching a lot of these teams play both of these game types. I think that they're going to be very on board with what teams' beginning strategies are going to be here. You're going to see some mind games coming in to start this one. And, you know, this game type is, I feel like it's played so much, it's so much more fair now with the changes that have been made. And it's such a fun game type to watch. Truth CTF just, you know, goes back to a classic. And looking at the way that this series has panned out, I want to see how much momentum Ronin has after that win. Or is it just going to be another CTF performance coming out from Luminosity like we saw in CTF Coliseum? Because they were so well organized there. They did everything right. Ronin, they were not doing everything wrong, but they made a couple of key mistakes. They can't make those same mistakes infiltrating into the base here for Luminosity. They need to make sure that as they're pushing into the base, that none of those players coming in from the Carbine side are coming off spawn and getting free shots on those players. They need to make sure that they're coming back and securing captures and making sure that they're getting players out of that pink control. So we'll get this underway here soon as Trippy has come back into the lobby.
Yeah, and as we get ready to start that up here, you know, kind of just leading up to what you were pointing out, assuming Ronin is able to just coordinate team shots a little bit more. We had, especially in the game number 1, so many no shields people living. The end of the game, especially, Trippy, I think it was, hiding blue maze and shooting 2 players in the back while he's no shields. And that is exactly how teams are able to win using a numbers advantage, and why it's so important to always buy additional time. Just keep a player distracted. Give your teammates more time to react or fight a 1v1 as opposed to just getting double teamed or collapsed on.
Yeah, those 50-50s, all these small things really make a huge difference. That's why practice makes such a huge impact, because the more you practice, the luckier you're going to get in certain situations, the more that you're going to be able to understand and react to things as well. And things just kind of start going your way the more that you grind it out here. So we'll see if the amount of practice that Ronin's putting in is going to pay off, because these guys have been grinding out. They even did one day where they scrimmed 2 separate teams, which is, you know, pretty rare. You know, very rarely do you see that happen. Maybe a team will do that, you know, once a month, if anything. So these guys are serious about getting their grind on. They have past chemistry before. They have really good communication. However, on the other side, I've been very impressed with the way that Luminosity has been able to play this one. Ronin definitely fitting in fairly well. It's, you know, looking like they need to work on their strongholds just a little bit, but I felt like that was just more or less Ronin not giving up, coming out with a strong strategy and not allowing these guys to, you know, out-rotate them, and that's why we saw 50 strongholds captured. That's insane.
Yeah, and as we get back into this game, looks like everyone was able to connect this time, so we are looking at a big pink fight here happening as Saiyan is going to be the one to grab that camo pretty convincingly. Does, in fact, get away, but you had Ninja Die Carbine side of the map here. So you have Saiyan just decides to back down, stay alive. He doesn't have map control. He doesn't have his teammates with him, and sure enough, pays off as he's able to grab the no shields kill on the straight stick P3.
Yeah, the big thing for Saiyan is to avoid any grenade damage. So there he is going to get in a 1v1 against Spartan. No grenades coming in. Instead, just an absolute beatdown coming in from Spartan. Not feeling good when you're the camo guy. Ooh, nice job by Spartan as well with the kill onto Trippy.
Dead.
Yeah, 3 fresh dead. I thought that Spartan was going to be watching that Carbine area. Again, that's the area that you have to watch. Another area to watch is the tunnel. So heads up play by him. Even nicer help coming in from that pink side of the map. And that should be a cap and is a cap there for Ronin. The question has been answered, Kyle. They did carry over that momentum from the previous game.
Yeah, they just had 3 dead again. Almost got the flag out of the base. Not going to be able to do so. That one does go and get returned here by Trippy, but that was prime position to be in. They didn't even have camo to open up this game and still were able to capitalize on the beginning cap.
Yeah, just so much aggression, and they collapsed so quickly. And they used great teamwork in terms of being able to watch the tunnel in the Carbine side. So very nice execution coming in from Ronin, but you are seeing map control going on over to Luminosity now as Trippy is advanced all the way towards top center. You have another player over towards the Nerd. Spectre going to get the kill onto Ninja. Trippy doesn't get traded out there with L-Town, so he's going to be able to live to possibly run this flag and even get another kill. There it is. Finds that one onto straight stick. You're going to have the spawner in the bubble right about now. So this is that important area where you got to be the meat shield and make sure that this player gets watched and they find the kill. A player underneath the base, I believe, is Spectre coming in with the grenade.
That was crucial mistakes being made here. 3 dead, flag being pulled. And Trippy didn't have his thrust right away because he just used it prior to kill the last player for Ronin, but runs the flag out of the base. Somebody came off spawn below and had a perfect grenade. Rather than jumping and getting a thrust or a ground pound outside of the base, runs right into the grenade, and Ronin dodges a little bit of a bullet on that one and picks up another return.
Ooh, nice. Trippy coming in with the perfect. And he's also in a position to run this flag, toss it out fairly quickly. Very nice timing from Trippy. Look how far he was able to get that past the 50-yard line, as it looks like possibly Spartan walked away with that camo. If so, it's going to be a little bit easier to return, as Saiyan is going to drop Spartan. So I don't believe any camo on the map anymore, as this flag is being returned by Spectre, sacrificing his life with the sneaky little return down below. It doesn't look like Luminosity was expecting that.
Wow, and I thought L-Town was going to survive there. Almost thrusts onto a grenade, explodes right before it causes enough damage to take him out. But what I'm kind of surprised about is even all these great opportunities we're seeing from Ronin, they've only got that 1 flag cap in, because it really kind of looks like they could have almost ended
sloppy
this game.
shots. Oh my, I don't know. I don't know if that was what was actually happening on the screen or if that was a glitch or something, but those were some windmill shots coming out from Ninja. He's going to want those back. That is for sure. Ronin making his way over top center. He's getting pegged in the back. I really like the thought process there, but no one in the Carbine vicinity there for Luminosity, so that play just not going to work out, as you are seeing a lot of aggression coming in from Ronin. Straight stick picking up one. It's going to be Spectre picking up one as well. Nice job by Trippy, at least getting the trade-off, and now you're just seeing everyone getting a little bit too aggressive there, and Trippy punishing him for that Spartan with a nice assassination, but it's not going to be much here, as you do see multiple players for Ronin are going to drop. That is a big 1v1. If Saiyan gets that 1v1 onto straight stick, you can bet that he is running that flag shortly after.
Yeah, nice finish by Ninja here. Immediately charged out bottom center, but he's going to get answered back right away. Spawner's coming off here. Blue 2 going to clean that one up. 3v3 situation as a big P control battle is happening. Ronin almost stays alive.
It's like dodging grenades.
Yeah, those were
There's a grenade in front of him, grenade behind him. Somehow he thrusts in between the two. Ninja with the perfect shots onto L-Town. Very quick 5-shot there coming in for Tyler Blevins. Now Spectre trying to play a little bit of defense over towards the bubble. Ninja pegging some more shots down from that car side. just ripping Suspector's shields off, as you do have, looks like a camo guy over towards the nerd area. That's going to be Reinerd over there just camping out, waiting, laying down damage, trying to get this flag pulled out towards the pink side. If Ninja's going to be able to get the pull, it's going to be pretty much over. And no, they're not able to do it. Beatdown coming in. Straight Sick is able to get the kill onto Ninja now. Saiyan going to try to fly in and help Ryan, who needs it with that camouflage inside the Ronin base.
All right, now that's 3 dead. Is anyone going to be in position to grab this flag here for Luminosity? They really want to tie this one up and not let it go any further in the series here, and trying to close things out. Now it looks like flag has been pulled. They recognize everyone's coming off spawn carbine side. Too much overextension here coming out of Saiyan. He needed to back up and stay alive. That just creates so much confidence for the other team to push outside of the base, knowing that you just killed the player behind you.
Big 1v1 here onto Saiyan. Spartan knows it, so he challenges it when he has the upper advantage there. However, his shields didn't come back. It doesn't matter. He's still going to be able to get the kill onto Trippy. Do they get the flag return? The flag is returned. It's at home. They need to come back and secure this capture. Straight Sick in position to get the touch. Is someone going to fly in for the window? Does he have his thrust? He does. So there it is. Second flag capture going in. So Ronin, Luminosity, they were up 2-0 in this series, but now they're on the verge of potentially going to Game 5 after being down 2-0 here in Truth CTF, Kyle.
Yeah, and you can see now 3 dead here for Ronin. So this game's still far from over, and Straight Sick with the perfect shots there. It's another situation where he probably wasn't supposed to come out ahead, but he's going to buy a lot of time for his team here to try to you know, keep the lead here and ultimately close out time of the series.
Yeah, while we're talking about shots, I want to actually highlight someone that we weren't able to give any love to quite yet, and that was Contra, because Rynoob is a teammate of Contra's, and I've been watching a lot of Contra stream recently, and the guy is not afraid to fight anyone 1v1. So, you know, in terms of picking up a sub here, I think that your options between Contra, Rynoob, commonly would have been a good pickup. There are there's a lot of talented amateur players to come out here. It would have been nice to see Victory X eventually maybe get his last games in, or who knows if he's going to still be competing after this. I'd still like to see him play. I think he's got plenty left in the tank. Cam, if you hear me, definitely keep those sticks in your hands. But just want to give some love to all these amateur players that have been grinding out, especially Contra, who's been just shooting ridiculously recently. Yeah,
talking about shooting ridiculously, Spartan, another double kill, stays alive, getting out of the front of the base, and really leading the charge here for this Ronin squad. Just so much damage output from his end. And it's always such great and smart decision-making in the base, as we see him yet again pick up another kill, 2 dead. As long as they play this right, this is an easy win for them. And sure enough, Tom, first game back. Subs here coming out for Ronin, a roster change for Luminosity, or sub, excuse me, for Luminosity. Roster change here coming out for Ronin, and sure enough, we're already going into a Game 5.
That was insane. The way that they were able to secure all those flag captures, perfect execution, great communication coming out from Ronin. And Luminosity looked like they were going to run away with this series. That is not the case, guys. We are moving into game number 5 in our very first match here this week. Taking a look at the stats, Trippy with another really solid game, 20 and 15. However, just not enough as you do have Suspector with the 17 and 13, Sparty 17 and 14 as well. Just clean game overall stat-wise, pretty much from all of the players. Just execution-wise, you can't really say enough about how Ronin was able to secure every single one of those flag captures. Every single time that they needed to make sure their flag guy got out, either with his shields or at least with his life, they did it. And you saw on the other hand, Luminosity, they had opportunities to pull the flag. Ninja, he wanted to get that kill on that guy. Instead, that player gets the melee on him. A spawner comes up towards the carbine. Every single time Luminosity pushed in to run the flag, their flag guy died. And that is just such a recipe for disaster. Ronin took advantage of that, and now we move into Plaza Slayer.
Yeah, and a lot of that story came down to the flag return. So you had 1 flag return for Luminosity, 4 flag returns here for Ronin. So overall flag pulls was the same for both squads, but you had Ronin capitalize on 3 of the 4, while we had 0 of 4.
Flag carrier kills, 4. They went 4 for 4 in flag carrier kills. That's what we're talking about, is they weren't able to kill the flag guy. Well, if your flag guy gets out clean in any CTF, you're going to be in a great position, and it's so difficult to do. I mean, Coliseum has its own strengths and weaknesses, but you have to be able to secure the spawns. That's what it comes down to. Fathom, it's difficult to do as well. Yeah, the flag's been moved. You can usually get it out to the window, but more often than not, you're dying in the pit area. So that's why it's so important to have your teammates watching those spawns, being aware of the first person that is spawning, and then watching the overextension or watching if they're going to kill the flag guy instead. Very rarely are you going to see anybody go and actually give up a flag cap and just go for map control. You can predict a lot of the routes that are being taken if someone's pushing the objective.
All right, Tom, but we've got a first game number 5 of the week here. So let's go ahead and start this one off with Suspector again. Oh, big yard battle here coming in, and Ninja dead within the first 7 seconds of the game. Ronin recognizing exactly where to throw those nades off spawn, and it comes out ahead. And a great grenade coming out of Suspector. That's going to be 2 kills already as he gets into another battle. The confidence is there. He's challenging. And yet again, first 3 kills going over here to Suspector.
Yeah, nice job to whoever decided to pick this point of view to start this one. No, that's all Suspector. Very nice shots coming out from him, keeping his team virtually in this game. I mean, Kyle, we're looking at possibly 5-0 if Suspector isn't able to, get these kills, or at least it's going to be 5-1. They were going to get that kill in yard on a Ninja no matter what because they went in a 2-for-1 scenario here. But Ryan, he didn't do much with that overshield. He did rotate eventually to get the sniper rifle, but Suspector winning that big 1v1 over towards the tram and then allowing himself to continue to stay alive. So just fantastic, fantastic shots from Aiden as this is really slowed down now.
Yeah, I don't think either one of these teams, Tom, is looking to lose this game. They don't care if they end 5-4. Nobody's trying to give up deaths here.
Let's just play next kill wins. That's what I want to see.
We might be seeing that here. Let the clock fast forward 10 minutes or so, and then the action finally start picking up. We'll see how these two teams decide to play. But I would say between Ryanoob and Ninja on Luminosity here, and then between L-Town and Spartan on Ronin, these are extremely aggressive players that do not prefer the standoffish game.
Yeah, and this is one of the things that will drive me crazy if Luminosity is not able to execute here. They have the sniper rifle, and Ryanoob is just getting way too aggressive here for my taste. There needs to be someone in front of him doing what he's doing is fine. He just can't be doing it with a sniper rifle in his hand. Someone else needs to be taking that position, and Ryan should be pretty much rotating, in my opinion, between S4 and also down towards the runway. This is a nice little area that will catch people off guard if anyone's going to push on over towards the glass or even towards that loop area. So let's see if this pans out for him. But the overshield coming up, this is the most important thing here for Luminosity. They make sure that they do not give anything up. And there, if you don't hit the shot, you're now way too vulnerable and taking down the no shields. There it is, Ryanoob with the sniper rifle, possibly losing control here as Trippy was able to get the overshield. So good job by Luminosity at least securing that. However, their sniper rifle player did not get any kills with that and at least didn't die. So not the worst case scenario here for Luminosity, but they would have liked to execute that a little bit cleaner.
Yeah, another kind of interesting trade-off there as they take a player down. It was a 3v3 situation. That overshield was coming up and Ryanoob had sniper. Ryanoob not able to really do anything as far as damage goes, yet a fairly even trade, or if anything, Ronin coming out ahead.
I'm surprised that they didn't collapse on that for Ronin. Nice little body shot there coming in. Will they be able to get the cleanup? Yes, Ninja gets the cleanup there on the Suspector. Nice, another body shot coming in, this time on the straight stick. You're going to see, I believe, L-Town also rotate towards the light rifle hall.
Wow.
And
to
look
double
at
up on ammo.
Ryanoob just picking up everything here. Plenty of bullets, 19 sniper rifle bullets. That should be 19 kills.
Well, yeah, we'll see if he's able to put those to use here, but clearly another long standoffish game if you're going to double up on that sniper rifle here. So
yeah.
We'll see.
This is great, though, for Ronin. Look at the score, Kyle. They haven't had control at all, and they're still up 1.
It is pretty surprising. I don't think they had either overshield. So that's 2 snipers and 2 overshields going over to Luminosity, and Ronin's still in the lead.
Crazy. Crazy. And now they're put in a position where you have Ryanoob getting too aggressive. He doesn't want to challenge this. He doesn't want to be over here sniping. The way that these guys have played it, and they don't have a grenade to bounce off that little light there, otherwise he would be pretty much done for. Ryanoob now getting even more aggressive towards top gold, going to rotate into the flowers area. He's going to be able to get the peel, not able to connect quite yet. The way that Ryanoob's been sniping, I mean, he's gotten some body shots, but it could be an opportunity to pass this one on over to Trippy, because Trippy's been playing pretty solid this series, and I feel like he knows the angles to take on the plaza.
Ooh, and Ryanoob looks away just as Spartan runs around the corner, almost visible to be taken out there, but a great collapse coming out from Ninja. Pretty good flank, only able to grab 1 kill. There's another player, no shields, right next to these guys. They get the overshield.
Ooh, what a spawn.
What a spawn.
Oh, he showed up.
No, he doesn't look for it. L-Town just barely running out or getting distracted.
That's one of those instances where you get a spawn like that, you got to slow play it. Just slow play it, slow play it, slow play it. Wait, crouch for information. Instead, he got a little bit too aggressive. And now a 1-kill lead here for Ryanoob and friends. Luminosity trying to close this one out after being up 2-0 in the series.
And Ryan Noob, he has just got the curse of looking away a second early each and every time here, besides obviously that L-Town exception, which worked out pretty well in his favor, as we both thought L-Town's definitely about to take out the sniper rifle player. Ryan Noob, once again, being a distraction, staying alive. He's blown through most of this ammo here in this sniper rifle. Only 13-12, Tom, and we're almost over halfway through this game.
Ooh, 1 kill lead now again here for Luminosity with still plenty of ammo in this sniper rifle. Ryan gonna have to hit the no-scope on a Suspector. Not able to do so. Suspector coming in with the kill. Is he gonna even go for more here on a Trippy? We saw him give Trippy the business down over towards the tram area. You're gonna have him staying alive over towards the silo somehow. Just baiting out all of these players, taking 2 kills there when he shouldn't have got any.
Yeah, we'll see how this plays out. Ryan himself just grabbed a double kill. He's the last player alive, hiding over here by the stairs. He's right above him. Oh no, he ground pounds the light rifle. What a crucial mistake, and gets taken out. That could actually be a situation that determines the outcome of this series, Tom, with how close this
I mean, what's going to outcome the series here is how many kills Ryan got with the sniper rifle. I mean, he had, what, 19 shots in it, and I don't think he got 1 headshot. And now you have 7 bullets here with Straight Sick, and let's see how many he can get. Look at that, Trippy immediately getting a peel onto Suspector, and even Straight Sick has to back down because he saw that light just shining right in his face, knowing that it was all over if he was to challenge that. So that's what I want to see from Luminosity, is very nice sniping and peels coming in from across the map. Not aggressive in-your-face sniping. That's not going to work.
Yeah, and this is not a good situation for Ronin, as nobody was helping Straight Sick after they spotted him out in the flank. Exactly, that flank came in. Now it's going to be up to Spartan. He's trying to be a distraction. Now, is there a player? Yeah, 2 players up there, so doing a good job just waiting for help.
Ooh, 2-on-1 here. He's going to be able to get 1 kill. At least he is. Nice job there by Spartan, taking out Ryan Noob. That has to be frustrating for Ryan, knowing that he did have support coming in from behind. But look at that, another overshield, more sniper ammo coming in. Is saying now spots out Straight Sick. That's going to be a grenade to possibly take down the overshield, and it does take out all the overshield as Ryan Noob is able to get that kill onto L-Town with the frag grenade. You still have multiple snipers on the map right now. One was in the hands of Trippy, one was in the hands of Saiyan. Trippy's going to drop it, Saiyan going to drop as well. It's not going to connect. He does hit the melee, and he does get the double melee onto Straight Sick. What a play there by Saiyan. Straight Sick got absolutely dominated.
That was brutal to watch, Tom, as that player had sniper rifle. The game is this close. There is this little time left to play, and one of these teams is about to take the lead over the other one, keeping in mind this is a 1-series round-robin type of season here. They do not get another matchup here until the finals at DreamHack.
Yeah, and 4-kill lead here for Luminosity. It's pretty much their game to win or lose. All they have to do is exactly what they've been doing the entire time, setting up, waiting for the overshield. But when they set up, they need to be getting kills. All they're doing is getting the setup and then picking up the overshield and picking up the sniper rifle and maybe getting a kill or 2. With this much time on the clock, if they were to just completely get all 4 dead, you're going to see all of the air come out of the Ronin balloon here, and you're going to see Luminosity just get extremely fired up. So this is going to be big. This is going to be the second to last overshield that comes up on the map. You can see Ninja waiting for it.
Yeah, Ninja trying to put some shots down, recognizes there's a player here by the garbage truck. I like his positioning. He's cutting off the right side of the map, trying to prevent getting, taking any damage here from the side. Looks like he's getting some calls from his teammates here. He knows there's going to be some big battles, and that overshield looks like it did just go over in Luminosity's favor. As Ryan finally warming up with that sniper rifle, you can see in the kill feed there, grabs it double.
That's what they need, is Ryan falling back with the sniper, just sitting here anchoring the spawns. There's no reason for him to get aggressive and charge like he was doing over towards top gold and towards that loop area. Maybe in a scenario where, there's a couple seconds left, or that you've got that one in the bag. And a little bit of a weird situation here is you do have, I believe, player outline. It looks like Corey Straight Sick was over there, but he's actually dead. So that player was not located in that vicinity, as you do have 2 kills going on over to Luminosity. This is what we're talking about, them opening it up. 3 kills, 9-kill lead now with only 3 minutes and double ammo in the hands of Ryan.
Oh, and that sniper rifle is going to get turned over. It's a big lead with a little time left, so we'll see what Straight Sick's able to get going. He's already getting flanked. He needs to get some help from his teammates here. L-Town grabs 1. That's a numbers advantage, but Trippy answers back with 2 by himself with that battle rifle. Ninja grabs 1 as well, and just like that, up to a 10-kill lead. This is a scary moment here for Ronin. They really need to get it together now.
Yeah, and they have to get aggressive. That's what's scary about this. But when you get aggressive and you start appearing on radar, you get picked off just like that. And just perfect crouching around the corners there, waiting and playing the scenario by Luminosity. And now Ronin's really on the ropes. 11 kills here to make up and not much time to do it. Only 2 minutes left on the clock. They find 2 right there to make it a 9-kill deficit. Possibly can bring it back here if they can get Suspector going with the sniper rifle. So let's find out exactly where Suspector is located and what he's able to do.
Yeah, and we'll see. He's got plenty of ammo. It's essentially a brand new sniper rifle here. Getting some call-outs. There's so many players standing right next to each other. It's who's going to win these individual battles. It's really going to determine who comes out ahead here. Down to 8, but Spartan looks like he's no shields. Great headshot by Suspector. They're getting call-outs. They know someone's over here by light rifle. He's looking for the escape. That's 2 unanswered kills. Again, Tom down by 6. This Suspector needs to hit this, and he does. Tom, they're actually doing it right now.
They're doing it, and Suspector's taking the angles. Give him a double, looking for the triple there. Ooh, that player's gonna back off over towards the tram. L-Town's gonna get a melee onto Trippy. This could be the craziest comeback we've ever seen, Kyle, here in the Pro League. I mean, this deficit had to happen in a minute span, and they were able to pull it off. 2-kill lead here, 1-kill lead. Ooh, that trade back there by Ninja and Trippy's gonna big stop the momentum here. As Suspector's now rotated the sniper rifle all the way over towards Cafe. Oh my God, I thought he was gonna snipe his teammate. Instead, he takes Trippy's face off.
1 minute left. I thought that was a 2-for-1. Connects on the headshot. They have one last opportunity for push. And keep in mind, this isn't game 2. This is game 5.
Suspector overkill inside of the yard. All no scopes.
We'll see what happens. I don't even want to breathe right now.
Overshield's coming up though, so whoever's coaching right now for both of these squads needs to be calling this out. Way too aggressive there. Coming. Oh my gosh. Oh my. If he was able to get the melee, I don't know how Ryan was able to get that lunge.
1 kill, Tom.
Oh my gosh. We're all tied up. Ryan is failing so quickly, and you also have Straight Sick with great position here with the battle rifle. I think we could be seeing an overtime. Ryan getting a little bit too aggressive. All 4 players trapped inside of the blue area. Look at this positioning coming in from Ronin. If they want it, all they need is 1 kill here with 8 seconds left. It looks like they're just going to slow play this one and try to push it into overtime.
Nobody wanting to be the aggressors here.
Chickens.
Yep, just letting it go the distance. But, you know, it's not a replay. As far as overall better positioning, it's almost about even, although you have a plasma pistol in the hands of Spartan here. No sniper rifles in either team's hands. Oh,
well,
wait,
looks like Ryan was
one.
able to grab sniper rifle, so we're gonna switch on over to Ryan and see.
Oh, he found the one that Suspector lost.
Ooh, nasty, right on the Straight Sick.
First kill overtime.
Yeah, that's the one that he missed that melee on. So if he was able to get that melee, we're looking at
It
game.
might have not been overtime.
Yeah, it may not have been overtime at all. Instead, L-Town just charging up. I'm curious why they have everyone trapped over here and they're trying to make a loop play. That is just so weird.
Ooh, but there was an answered kill from Suspector. Once again, Suspector going clutch. Lots of firing going on, but we'll see how this one plays out. Suspector jumping up on top of somebody, doesn't get the melee back at him. There's a player right next to you, Spartan. No, not going to be able to finish that one, up by 3 once again. We've seen this before, but with L-Town no shields, a 2v1, up by 4. Great grenades coming in. That's a double kill with grenades. Big 1v1 here.
Wow, Suspector has some balls to challenge that one, and he's going to have some backup coming in from, looks like, the cafe area. That player's going to try to run away down towards driveway. You have a player down towards the U-turn as well. Suspector, he has 2 players stuck in the cafe. Lands the melee onto Spartan. Ryanoob is around the corner, though. Looks like Ryanoob has that player down to no shield.
49-48.
Oh my gosh, they weren't able to get the cleanup. Saiyan is trapped over towards the yard. You do have sniper rifle in the hands of Straight Sick, so let's see if he has any ammo left in that one. Looks like he is out of ammo as well. Ooh, L-Town, look out, bro. Shoot that barrel. There you go. Straight Sick's got you covered. Now, what is the push going to be? It looks like it's going to be a loop push coming in. Players coming in from the tram over towards the loop and possibly pushing on this player S4. If that player S4 stays alive, this is going to be huge. And they're all going for him.
Here it comes. Oh, they're just flying in. 3 players. I don't know if they know all 3 are there. L-Town, no, he pushes out too far. He's going to get collapsed on. Another player S4, another player bottom left, and the grenades come in. And just like that, Ronin almost coming out with the reverse sweep, but falling 50-48. Hindsight 2020, they should have made a push down towards the end before overtime. But of course, we can say that sitting up here casting and watching this game. Take a look at the stats here in a minute, because there are pretty interesting stories to be told here. Ryanoob, Newest sub on the team, 18, 11, and 9. So definitely
sub. The guy is the team.
MVP of that game. And on the other hand, L-Town 7 and 16 after the replacement of Kratos on this team.
Ooh.
So that is not going to be what you want to see in the game 5.
Well, it's just, it's hard to watch that last step happen because you're sitting S4 and you're going to allow everyone to just charge up that loop area. Like, I'm curious what he was watching over towards S4 to begin with. And there was a couple 1v1s, obviously, that could have been one straight stick getting that 1v1 that we just saw the highlight of. The melee didn't land there.
Melee by Suspector.
Yeah, the melee didn't land for Suspector there. That was unfortunate for him. But I get worried when teams allow too much rotations coming in, especially when you're holding a certain area. If you're S4 there, obviously it's hindsight, but you could be looking and waiting for those players to come down, and then you could be laying shots on them, and that's not something that they had enough support. So the thought process was good. They just didn't have enough rifles. They didn't have enough support to keep L-Town alive. And then on the other end, you had Luminosity with a very heads-up play. Whatever they decided that they were going to do, they did it together, which was risky because if anything, you know, was played correctly by Ronin, if they would have just kept L-Town alive a little bit longer, if L-Town actually had eyes on where they were coming from before they got there, we're looking at some easy kills, especially if L-Town has grenades. Those guys coming up the ramp, they're easy pickings.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of surprising that they let them all push out a loop. You had exactly the position you want. Trap the other team at loop, trap the other team at yard, keep control of snipe tower. But instead, they all rotated over, or they had 2 or 3 people over at blue base, blue ramp. That's the last place you want to be, especially without the sniper rifle in your hands. You're just easily cut off by different angles. They completely gave up the most powerful position on the map, which is that S4 spot. And then finally, when they recognized 3 players were over at Nest and S4, L-Town by himself in the rotation for help really came in slow. He was taking no shields. Another 5 to 7 seconds before he died. I know if it was me on the team playing and I saw my teammates no shield about to die, you might as well jump out, put yourself at risk as well to try and be a distraction, try to buy that time. It's only 2 kills. Obviously, allowing him or just waiting for him to get picked off is the last thing you want to do. You have to make that split-second decision.
Oh, yeah, you got to
jump out.
There.
You're full shields, he's no shields, he's about to die, they have 49. You don't have another option.
Someone had the right idea with, you know, going over towards the hotel to take that angle, but that angle needed to come out way earlier, longer. Or they needed to go and just charge up that ramp and just say, hey, let's just meet force with force over here. They're focused on L-Town. Let's get them focused on somebody else. But the other big problem that I saw was towards the end of the game, they had all of that momentum and they had everyone trapped in blue and in cafe and in flowers. They just didn't realize that because all 4 of them charged into the tram area. If they would have just kept one guy over towards the snipe side of the map, it would have been huge. But it's just unfortunate.
Did anyone did that S4 player from Luminosity, did he take any damage when he was shooting at L-Town? You know, he was at an angle where blue, flowers, and yard, he's visible by all 3 of these opponents, essentially. And or whoever was S4 pops out, takes L-Town no shields without taking any damage, I don't think, either. So
you're not talking about the end of the game, are you?
The very last kill.
At the end of the game, L-Town was the guy S4.
But he dropped down and took damage from someone from Luminosity that went S4.
Oh, okay.
So he dropped down.
So no one was even watching
took
S4.
His spot.
Yeah.
That guy popped out and took L-Town no shields
and even had an opportunity to go up top.
Right. When L-Town's in that position, like
if they were watching S4, then that guy would have stayed alive. His shields would have still been there. And then if they were watching that hotel angle as well, instead they were all just sitting on top of the blue ramp. That's just one of those scenarios that you have to practice through, and you're not put in very often. And sometimes whatever decision you make, as long as the team makes it together, you just saw it right there. It ended up working out for Luminosity.
Yep, exactly. So it could have played out a lot differently. Some unfortunate mistakes. That'd be a great one to go down and break down later on and take a further look at what exactly happened there. But we do want to give a quick shout out to Astro Gaming here, who is one of our sponsors for the HCS. So make sure you do go check out the link below for all of the awesome Astro products here as well. But that does it for our match number 1, an epic Game 5 in overtime, 50-48, going over to Luminosity Gaming. But when we come back, we will have our next match, Splice versus Straight Ribbon. So don't go anywhere, and we'll be back after this.